I guess you can say the final lesson that Garp wanted to teach Koby was impactful. Get it? Anyway, guys, we are back. Oda has returned with 2 banger chapters. And I gotta say, he continues to outdo himself. The final saga is here, ladies and gentlemen. In Oda's eyes, he's unlocked the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. And it's been quite the comeback, quite the return for Mr. Oda. So I do applaud you, and drop a like for Oda. I'm telling you guys, drop a like, hit that subscribe button. This is going to be an epic review. I'm telling you, this is going to be the greatest review of all time. We got the cover page here. We got the cover page that is foreshadowing the events of the live-action One Piece adaptation on Netflix. So we can pretty much infer that the first season will encompass the entirety of East Blue, or at the very least until Arlong Park, which I believe is most of East Blue, if not all of it. It's pretty cool. We're gonna definitely see the Baratier. We're gonna see the whole Usopp and the Edward Scissorhands guy, thing. We're gonna get the Buggy episode with Zoro, Nami, all that good stuff, and we're probably gonna end off on Arlong Park, which is what a lot of people claim is the arc where One Piece gets good. Well, I don't agree. I actually think it's Baratier. I love Baratier. The whole when Mihawk shows up, that whole Mihawk and Zoro sequence always gets me. I love that moment. What are your guys's? What's the arc that made you guys hype for One Piece, or what's the episode chapter that got you guys absolutely bonkers for this show, for this manga? Let me know in the comments. Let's get into the chapter, guys. Chapter 1088, the final lesson, starts off with the flashback from Mr. Garp himself, the GOAT, him, right? So he's telling these guys that the potential of youth is limitless. So when you're in a situation where you got to pick between a baby and an old man, you save the baby, right? You don't sacrifice yourself to save both. You save the baby. And that is foreshadowing for what happens later on in the chapter, that youth is the most important thing to Garp, the next generation. The old is there to protect the young. That is Garp's philosophy, and I dig it. He reminds me a little bit of Kakashi Sensei from Naruto. I think he was always big on like the next generation always surpasses the old one, and yada yada yada. Then we get a flashback within a flashback of some sort, right? Because we go back to Amazon Lily, and we see how Blackbeard got a hold of Koby. Because a lot of people were asking, like, how did Blackbeard even capture this guy? So now we see that Koby is the ultimate Mr. Nice Guy. He literally gave himself up to save 800 Marines that got captured. 800 fodder, might I add. Nobody important, but Koby said, hey, you let my people go. He pulled a Moses, and Blackbeard was like, you know what? You think a lot of yourself, don't ya? So Blackbeard agrees to Koby's demands and moves forward with them. He takes Koby, and he plans to eventually trade Koby, who is the hero of the Rocky Port incident, back to the Marines in order for them to give him kingship, in order for them to allow him to be a king of a country, which is pretty funny that that's how that works in the One Piece world. Like, hey, you take this kid I stole and make me a king. Take this kid back and I'll be your king. I don't know. Seems kind of funny, but cut back to the present. Avalo Pizarro, with the power of his island fruit, is about to crush the Marines that are trying to escape this island, and it looks like he's gonna do it, man. The hand is just, a couple 100 feet away. It's crashing down. Nothing can stop it except a plan. So time stops, and Garp decides to tell Koby, Helmalpo, and Prince Groose the plan on how they're going to destroy this hand, right? It's we're assuming that this is all happening at the same time, but it's just pretty funny that the hand is just falling so slowly. I guess it's a giant hand. Hands are slow, and it's anime, right? So, we got to look the other way sometimes. But anyway, the hand is falling. The hand's about to crash. Garp says, Koby, Never second guess yourself. You're going to do this. You're going to destroy that hand. I'm going to create an opening. Helmeppo's going to protect you guys. And then Prince Groose is going to catch all the falling debris. There you go. Let's do this. Execute. And everybody just, yes, sir. They go all out. They go at it. And they execute plan, operation, save the Marines. And we learned that Garp is extremely intelligent. He's extremely strategic. You know, Garp's always goofing around. He's always kind of like the... We assume he's just like Luffy. Like, he's just silly. He doesn't like plans. He's just likes to do everything himself. But here we see some really, really strong leadership from Garp. And I think that was done extremely well. I'm really glad Oda allowed us to see this side of Garp. Because... you know, obviously, since we know what happens at the end of the chapter, if you haven't read this chapter, you are insane. What are you doing? Turn this video off right now. I think it's pretty cool that we get to see this side of Garp before the end, right? So anyway, the hand is crashing. Garp creates an opening. He has a pretty cool moment with Aokiji Kuzan, where Aokiji gets a little stunned that Garp can still kind of like, you know, blitz these people, these pirates, and Garp is bouncing around, you know, building to building, like freaking looking like what's this guy? The guy with the spring fruit. I forgot his name, but that guy. Leave his name in the comments. I forgot his name, but the guy with the spring fruit. He's bouncing off buildings and heading straight for Avalo Pizarro's skull dome, and he is coming with a Conqueror's Haki infused fist and Galaxy Divide. Not sure how it's different from Galaxy Impact. It almost looks like it's surrounding him, like it's like an AoE that's like surrounding him, whereas Galaxy Impact was like all in front of him. I'm not sure. That could be what it is, maybe not. But it looks like it's splitting the skull in half almost, if I'm not mistaken. And I love this panel. I think that this is really showing Oda's laser eye surgery, his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. I think that we're seeing it in full effect right here. I love the detail in this panel of Galaxy Divide. It is spectacular. We scroll down a little bit more. We see Koby saying to Prince Groose, I have to live up to his expectations. I have to execute this plan, this hand. If I don't do this, people will die. Even though Garp created this opening for me, people are going to die. And that is when we get a Koby flashback, or actually it's a Garp flashback, and we learn that Koby was a workaholic. This guy was not only going 10 times harder, not 100 times harder. No, he was going 200 times harder than every other Marine in the Marine Force. And that is how he became such a beast. But you might be asking, Glass Yanko, he's no beast. He's done nothing. Koby's a fraud. He's weak. He's a little pink-haired baby. Oh. Tell that to Honesty Impact! Meow! What is Avalo Pizarro? Is he some sort of cat man? Like, what is up with these little cat sounds? Koby is him. Koby is him, apparently. People hated Koby. People were calling him a fraud. They're like, oh, how could people think that Koby was the next Garp? How would you know, there was Garp and Roger. Now there's Luffy and Koby. Yeah, right. Koby can never be Garp. Just look at this. Look at this, boys and gals. Koby's a beast. Koby's a beast. He has ultimate potential, man. This guy's a monster. Look at that punch. The guy's a contender. The guy's a contender for Fleet Admiral, baby. Or at least he's getting to that Admiral level, I'm assuming. I'm assuming he's at that. He's at least Yonko Commander level. But, you know, this isn't a power scaling video. This is a chapter review. So we got Prince Groose saving the ship with from the debris, right, that's falling from the galaxy, Truthful Impact. And, you know, Helmeppo saves Koby. Everybody escapes. Everybody's so happy. They call up Garp. They're like, hey, Garp, come on down, baby. We did it. We're going home. Get your big old butt over here. We want to see your wrinkly face. And then He's like, nah, fam, I'm good. This was for y'all. You kids take priority. I'll be fine. I'm going to chill here for a little bit. And never forget, you are all the future of the Marines. And we got Garp with a giant ice spike going through his abdomen. All the Blackbeard Pirates looking at him absolutely furious that they just got bested. And Garp is just laughing. He laughed. That's a true D right there, baby. And not only that, we cut back to Egghead Island, and we see the Marine ships arriving. Kizaru, St. J. Garcia Saturn versus Monkey D. Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates. Incoming. And although we get a break next week, I am happy to say that we've gotten 2 amazing chapters back to back. Oda has returned, One Piece has returned, and things are looking bright for us One Piece readers, baby. And even anime watchers. The anime has been absolutely nuts. We're going to get Gear 5, I believe, next week, or at least the episode before Gear 5, so I'm extremely excited. It is a great time to be a One Piece fan, I'm telling you. Drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. We got more fun content coming soon. Check out my AI videos. Those are a lot of fun. A little bit of dark humor, a little bit of you just gotta watch them, right? You just gotta watch them. Go check them out. You can kind of get what they're about just by looking at the thumbnail and the title. But they've been a lot of fun. We've gotten some good feedback on those, so check those out, guys. Don't forget to drop a like and hit that sub button. Take care.